They didn't leave, they didn't say goodbye, but somehow they're no longer here. The replies are slower, the warmth is missing. The energy has changed, and you feel it in your chest before your mind can explain it. If someone you love suddenly feels distant, cold, or emotionally unavailable, this video may change how you see everything, because psychology reveals something uncomfortable but powerful. Most emotional distance is not rejection, it's internal conflict. Right now, you might be blaming yourself, wondering what you did wrong, replaying conversations at night. But what if the truth is simpler and harder? What if they're not pulling away from you, but from something inside themselves? In this Psychology Facts video, we'll break down the 3 deepest psychological reasons why a partner suddenly changes, why they go quiet, avoid conversations, or emotionally shut down, even when feelings still exist. More importantly, you'll learn how to respond without begging, chasing, or losing your self-respect. Because the wrong reaction pushes them further away, but the right response reveals the truth. Stay until the end, because one question alone can tell you whether this relationship can heal, or whether it's time to walk away with dignity. And here's the hard truth. Chasing clarity never creates clarity. The more you push for answers, the more they retreat. Not because you're wrong, but because confusion needs space to surface honestly. Your power here is not silence, it's clear boundaries. Chapter 1. When they are overwhelmed. When someone is overwhelmed, love doesn't disappear. Capacity does. They stop texting first. They forget plans they once cared about. Small questions feel like pressure. And suddenly, you feel like an interruption instead of a priority. Psychology explains this clearly. When stress overloads the nervous system, the brain shifts into survival mode. Emotional connection becomes secondary to coping. Work pressure, family responsibility, financial fear, or health anxiety silently consume their mental space. This is why overwhelmed partners don't communicate well, not because they don't care, but because they don't have the emotional bandwidth to explain themselves. The mistake most people make here is taking distance personally. They demand reassurance, they push for clarity, and unknowingly, they add pressure to someone already drowning. The strongest response is not control, it's calm presence. Instead of asking, "Why are you like this?" say, "I can tell you're carrying a lot. I'm not here to fix you. I just want to be with you." That sentence signals safety, not demand. When someone feels safe, their nervous system softens, and connection slowly returns, not through chasing, but through emotional steadiness. Chapter 2. When they are confused about their feelings. Confusion is one of the most dangerous emotional states because it creates mixed signals. One day they're close, the next day they're distant. They avoid future plans, they compare you to the past, or say things that don't quite add up. Psychology shows that emotional confusion happens when internal priorities shift. They may still care about you, but they're questioning whether this relationship aligns with who they are becoming. Instead of emotional chasing, ask one grounded question. Are you confused about us? Then stop talking. Let silence do the work. Because someone who is confused needs to hear their own truth, not yours. Set a timeline for yourself. Waiting forever is self-abandonment. Loving someone doesn't mean losing yourself. Clarity may bring healing, or it may bring closure. Both are forms of peace. Chapter 3. When they are protecting themselves from pain. Some people don't pull away because they don't care. They pull away because caring once destroyed them. Past betrayal, emotional abandonment, a wound they never healed. Psychology calls this protective distancing. They love, but keep one foot out the door. They test you. They overreact to vulnerability. They avoid emotional depth because depth once meant pain. Here's what doesn't work: accusations, pressure, demands for reassurance. What works is consistency without force. When you respond calmly instead of defensively, when your actions match your words, when you don't punish their fear, you quietly teach their nervous system something new. Connection doesn't always end in pain. Say something simple but powerful. I see you protecting yourself. I respect that. When you're ready, I'm here. That sentence removes threat. But remember, empathy does not mean self-sacrifice. If vulnerability is met with silence repeatedly, if communication is consistently refused, walking away is not failure, it's self-respect. Because love should feel safe for both people.